Hey, it's Michael with Digital T-Shirt Shop. Hey, how you doing? Anyways, so it is 4 in the morning on Wednesday, the 16th of January. So anyhow, I went to I've been thinking a lot lately, and as lately as I've posted some videos, um, I've been kind of going through this little pendulum thing of liking and disliking what I'm doing. More on the disliking side. Um, and I'm still not 100% sure what I'm going to do, but I was having a conversation with somebody last night. My daughter had this young woman's thing last night where um, they get all the girls are part of the program for girls, and so all the people in my neighborhood brought their daughters, and yeah, church thing. So anyhow, we're sitting there, and I went and I talked to a friend of mine uh, who was there, and we had a kind of brief, I don't know, 5-10 minute conversation about a few things, and he was asking me how the t-shirts were going, and I was saying, dude, they are dying a slow, miserable death. you know, um, I expressed so this is kind of hard. So I expressed how I was, it's easy. You go talk to, and it's easy. You talk to people and they go, oh, you got a business. And I think they think, you sales and money, and you've got websites, you've got sales and money and income and all of this stuff. And mine just hasn't been doing that. And I think about it and I think, I've had ups and downs and seasons when it's done well and when it hasn't done well. But really, honestly, as I hit my period of unemployment this last year, I just saw all of my T-shirt sales across all my platforms just plummet. And honestly, it's been hard. It's been hard watching all of it happen. Um, and as I'm talking to him, I'm kind of expressing to him that I want to get out of it. I want to sell my equipment. I want to do something different. And he told me a phrase, and I can't remember the first part of the phrase. I remember the last half of the phrase where he said, fail quickly. And in my mind, immediately I thought, yeah, I should have failed at t-shirts faster and just walked away from t-shirts. And he's like, no, 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 that's not what I'm saying. He's not what I'm saying. And he works for a software company, and I guess they are totally cool with failure. Everybody fails. Just if you're going to fail, fail quickly. In the sense of I'm writing a program, I'm writing a script, I'm going in a certain direction. He's in the programming side of things. Um, if you're going to fail, oh, yawn, excuse me. If you're going to fail, fail quickly. It's okay to fail. Fail quickly. Just fail quickly. Um, and as I stopped and I thought about that, I thought about my t-shirts and I thought, wow, so I put together Digital T-Shirt Shop and I formulated it a certain way, pricing and marketing and websites and all of these things. And what I didn't do is I didn't fail quickly at it. Now, whenever I've done something with this, I've realized it takes months and months to kind of pull things together. Well, months and months into it, now I'm looking at a year, well, Digital T-Shirt Shop, 2 years into it. I failed the first round with it. So we reformulated it a year later. to a degree. I failed again a year later. Now here I'm sitting here with it 2 years later, and I'm sitting on the brink of failure with it again, and my mind is thinking one shot, one straight direction, which is like I'm just sitting here going, um, watched a movie that when the lady was doing that the other day, she had lice. I don't have lice, I don't think. But 2 years later, I'm sitting here having failed at it twice, and I'm thinking about running away from it and abandoning it. So I could be saying this, and then like a week later, I'm going to be like, I'm selling this thing. I'm tired of it. But anyhow, as I'm thinking about it and I'm talking to him, I don't know, a little light kind of clicked in my head, and I was like, oh, yeah, I should have failed at it quickly. I should have failed at it faster, and then I should have done something about it. But that I think is part where a lot of my motivation is gone. It's zapped. It's missing, and it's that motivation to reformulate it. So I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about what I can do with it. I may or may not be able to sell this equipment. Um, on one hand, I sit and I think about it, and I think, no, I'm just talking about it candidly. I would think that it being used, it's probably not worth what I want to get out of it. It's naturally the case. And it's a matter of who's willing to pay for it. Somebody more willing to go and buy a brand new machine than come and buy my machine for a few $1,000s less because it's used. I don't know. I really don't know. So in my mind, I probably am giving myself 25% chance that it could sell, 75% chance that it won't. So in that case, I need to do something. I need to either, I've purchased it through a loan, so I either need to have a way to pay for that and let it become a paperweight and never do anything with it, or I got to utilize it. And the best thing to do is to utilize it. I mean, print some shirts and keep the ball rolling and have it pay for itself. So if I was to take my business and kind of reformulate it, so reformulating it, what would I do? I would so I've kind of been making this plan in my mind. So part one is to consolidate. I'm going to get rid of a whole bunch of websites, and I'm going to consolidate down to a few websites. Make it as simple as possible. I'm going to drop a bunch of products. I have a lot of blank products as I've kind of tested different blank products and used different blanks. I've kind of shifted to different thread counts, different styles of shirts, and in the meantime ended up with lots and lots and lots of shirts that are just sitting here. So getting rid of them. And I've thought about reducing the number of colors I offer. I've been thinking about just doing black, white, and gray, but I don't know. Black, white, and gray, and maybe I don't know. I've thought about keeping red and blue and yellow, red, yellow, and blue, primary colors. Not 100% sure. But really, really getting rid of tank tops, getting rid of long sleeve shirts, getting rid of jerseys, getting rid of the different variations of shirts that I'm sitting on. Um, I've got, I mean, right here, I've got orange, purple, green. That's red. Wrong, wrong style though. I think that's a six ounce shirt, and I've been printing on ring spun shirts. So the 4.5, 5.5 ounce, I don't know, something like that shirts. Anyhow, yeah, tank tops, long sleeve shirts, all the other randomness. I've got a bunch of randomness. I've got ash colored shirts right there. Get rid of them. Keeping the athletic heather, getting rid of the pink, getting rid of some of the other colors. Honestly, when I look at what people buy, most of what I'm selling is white and black and gray. White, black, and gray. Say almost 90 to 95% of what I sell kind of falls into those three colors. Even though I've been offering other colors, I just haven't had that many people buying them. So I mean, I don't know. So I think that it would make my life a lot easier, because one of the things I hate doing, I hate counting inventory. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Which is horrible that I do what I do when I hate counting inventory. So I hate, but so what I've been thinking about doing is I've been thinking about having kind of a liquidation, t-shirt liquidation sale, like garage sale. But I've got to go count all the shirts first. Just one thing that I hate to do. Count all the shirts to inventory them, the ones that I want to get rid of. And then post them online as to what I have and what I'm getting rid of. And then see if anybody buys them. So, I mean, a lot of the shirts are normally like, I don't know, $1.50, $2, $3. I've been thinking about just selling them all for $1 each. They are brand new blank shirts. Maybe some are not brand new. Some probably sat in a bin for a year. But for the most part, they are never worn, brand new blank shirts for printing, crafts, whatever. So if I can get people to come buy them for $1 each, that would be great. And then I don't know, maybe some of my little more specialty shirts I'd sell for a couple of dollars each. And then just see if people will come and buy them. I'm sure I can get people to buy them. Some of them. Be nice to not have them here anymore. And I'd love to look behind me here and see these shelves like mostly empty. So let's see what I can do. That's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about getting rid of everything, failing quickly, turning around and changing everything that I do. I've got one Etsy site that has the most, it seems to get the most traffic, the most views, the most purchases. So I'm thinking about keeping the digital t-shirt shop, but making it just a site where people can go and order a custom shirt and build their own custom shirt. And then dropping everything else to do with the digital t-shirt shop. And then pushing most of my sales to my couple of online to two, basically like two online platforms, one on Etsy and then one on my other website that I have that I could do the custom printing through. One thing I don't want to do anymore is custom shirts. Now, custom where they design their own, sure. Go design it, I'll print it. I don't want to. I really, really don't want to design shirts for people. So I feel like it takes so much time, to sit down and, I've got to, even if it's text, you got to sit down, you got to type it out, you got to save it, then you got to go in and edit and crop it and everything, and then you got to go print it. Next thing you know, you spent 10 or 15 minutes on a design, and I don't know, maybe I might keep doing it, but I'm going to raise the price on those specifically. I part just because I don't like doing it. I just don't like doing it, and it's not that I can't do it. I can do it. I just don't like doing it. I mean, I have people that buy them, but I don't. I don't like doing it. Like I sit down and I have to do it, and I'm like, ugh. I'd rather just pull up a shirt and print it. That's what I'd rather do. Now, I can do that with the other thing. You go to you go to that website and you design your own shirt, and it just sends the art to me. I might have to crop it the way that it's sent to me, but I'm not having to actually sit down and design anything. I just crop it so that it fits right and print it, and I don't know. So there you go. I don't know. That's a bunch of rambling. I'm going to chalk Digital T-Shirt Shop up as a failure. And I, at this point, I'm probably not going to revive it in any way. The Amazon site's already down. The Etsy site is going to die here shortly. And I'm going to push all of it to another site. And then I'm still going to use the brand, but it's going to be used differently. It'll be used for local printing. It'll be used for, like I said, that one website where you can go and design your own shirt. But I just don't have any intentions to do a lot more than that. I don't know. So, there you go. So we'll see if this strategy works. Oh, I was also going to play with the pricing too. I think one of the big things I need to do is do that. And what I think I'm going to do is make my colored shirts $15, and my white shirt's $10. White printing $15, black printing $10. Black or color. So yeah. So anyhow, maybe that'll help as well. I don't know. We'll see. So at this point, I'm like, if I was playing darts, I'd be like, I really don't care if it hits the wall or not. Before I'd be like, pew, pew, pew. Something's gonna hit the wall. Now I'm just like, land in the toilet for all I care. So, anyways, have a good day.